Relationships. When I was younger, I used to have a weird view of romantic relationships. I didn't quite understand why would someone ever marry another person for the rest of their lives. And the whole concept of love sounded silly and dumb. And of course, not something any logical person would do. I have to say though that to this day, I still agree with my younger self on some points. However, I've learned that the answer to the question, what is love, depends more on who you ask. With this, I don't only mean that you have to ask this question to different people, but that you should ask yourself, what does love mean to you? Forget for a moment about everything you've been taught before answering this and think about it for a while. If no one had ever explained to you how love works, would you still search for it? If no one had ever told you that conventional relationships exist, would you still have one? My opinion on these questions and doubts will be exposed later on. Right now, though, I want to focus on the question, what is love for you? And to answer that, I will be chatting with some mates. As a scientist, I see love as a chemical reaction which takes place in the brain to alter the function of some parts of the body. This is mainly caused by a reproductive instinct that has stuck to us since prehistoric times. Thanks to that instinct, we are alive. What started as an instinct that helped humanity to survive and overcome dark periods of time also became an illusion caused by the brain to make easier the reproductive task. A way to fool humans to continue with their reproductive instinct in order to assume the survival of the species without them really noticing that, because they feel it as such a strong bond they would kill or die for that one they love. Because truth is that love is the most irrational thing ever created by humans. You can try searching for those behaviors in animals and won't find that many similarities out of the instinctive ones. As an atheist, I think love is a curtain. It blinds people enough for them not to notice about real relevant things. There are some individuals that know that and use it as a weapon to improve their own business. Churches, marriage, weddings, prayers, God. Every type of love is manipulated and converted into a strategy to generate an income, which will be taken by the same ones that preach salvation. Only the ones who won't fall into this rabbit hole will be able to consider themselves finally free. As a skeptic, I'm used to questioning by nature everything I'm given or told. I don't usually take things as true until I or someone have proved it to be that way. I'm not into taking a decision without considering the pros and cons, and I do not like to follow instructions that I don't see as logical and practical. I think that if you do everything you've been taught to, just because everyone else sees that as the right thing to do, you won't be able to make decisions by yourself. And once you look back at your past, you'll cry thinking about all the things you did thinking about others. But the worst, you'll deceive yourself thinking about what you didn't do because of that fear, the fear of questioning reality. As a currently teenage, I see love as a weird feeling. In my case, it's not that much about attraction, nerves, or butterflies. Sometimes I don't even know what it is, but I know what it could be. Sometimes I don't even know how important a person it is to me, but I know how important they could be. Sometimes it just needs the right care. It's almost like planting seeds in a garden. When you start, you have nothing, nothing more than a little seed and the hope that that will become something you can be proud of one day. So that way, you start working, taking care of the seed every day. You feed it and you protect it from the wind. As the seed grows, you start to build a connection with it. You enjoy every second you spend with it, and you feel like you need that seed because it makes you happier and fuller. Some thorns come along the way, sure, and sometimes working outside under the burning sun can be pretty exhausting. But that's what you have to do if you want to, at the end, be blown away by the beautiful flower that you have created.